Hey everybody, we're here with Ryu from Waxel NFT project. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm feeling great. How about you?
Good, good. Getting better from last week. So I guess first question is, what was sort of the inspiration behind Waxel? I'll put it up so everybody knows what we're talking about.
Um, well, I'm a gamer since I'm 6 years old, and I love pixel art. I grew up with the Super Nintendo and just love the style of the graphics. And since end 2017, I'm in the crypto space as an investor. And in 2020, I started to getting into NFT projects, and I have a Discord server with a friend of mine and some other people, and we started talking about crypto and NFTs. And one day we just came up with the plan to why not create our own project. And after 1 week, we decided on a slight concept and just started it.
That's awesome. You just kept the train moving.
Yes.
So the current drop that's out, the Waxel Ninjas, what sort of utility are those going to have in the game itself?
These are pretty much the most important part of the whole game, as they are pretty much like land plots in other games. If you have one, you will be able to search for citizens, and with these citizens, you will be able to blend them into professions, and these professions then will be able to go to work and find materials like crop, ores, and stuff like that. And then you will be able to refine these materials and afterwards create items that you will be able to equip on the profession, so they will be faster and have better chance in finding materials. So this is pretty much the concept for the beginning, but there will be way more later down the line.
Yeah, so we could start off with the roadmap. So um, the current avatars, these are the ninjas that have released.
Yeah, the avatars were just our very first drop to let's see what people think about our art style. We created 250 and we get them out for just $9.90 to don't be too expensive, because we are here on the Vax blockchain and most stuff is going for a low price. And then we get to like about 200, 300 Discord members, and we sold out in 7 hours. But we thought, what the hell is happening here? Why are people really buying these at such a fast rate? And now most people can't afford these on the secondary market because the price just went so up. We also don't know why it went up that quick to such a high price.
Well, I feel like that happens a lot with, especially like the first item in collections, because that usually comes with the best benefits.
Yeah, I
um,
mean, for now they have like you get on every whitelist for every drop that we will create. You will be guaranteed a whitelist spot. So this is like the biggest benefit to it. And if you use it as an avatar in our Discord server, you will get like a special channel where only people that have the Waxel Ninja avatars and profile picture can get in there and talk about stuff. So just little perks. And we are also planning to give them a slight bonus for the Waxel world, but we haven't decided on what it could be.
like maybe in that like earning mechanic you were telling me about. Um, so how are this is something I missed when I was researching it. How are these 250 different from the Waxel ninjas that are on the market right now that have the drop page up?
Did, we just wanted to have something cool and nice for the beginning of our project, because we knew that it will take time to create a whole collectible, because there are way more trades and backgrounds and all that stuff. So we wanted to have something in the meantime. And the core thing are the Waxel Ninja collectibles.
sort of like something for everybody to get like a first eyes of what the project's going to be before fully
Yeah,
releasing the rest.
yeah. We didn't
And
want people to wait another 2-3 months before the big drop is happening, so we came out with this in the meantime.
they've done really well. And one thing that I thought was cool that y'all mentioned here is that the rarity is based on the different animations that they have.
Yeah. We looked around and haven't found another project that did this before. So most of the time you have like one static image and just the colors and traits are different, but not the animations are part of the rarity.
Yeah, or like the background maybe moves in some of the higher rarities, but it's not as much like the animation of the character being the
Yeah.
rarity. I think is definitely different. Um,
That's also why it took so long to make them, because you had to make a sprite for every weapon with every color need to be made for every movement. So it took way longer than without having the animations.
yeah, and you'll have lots of different possible combinations. So, are the ones in the pool now, like if I were to open a pack,
Yeah.
are the ones in the pool, do they get randomly generated when I generate a new one, or were all 10,000 randomly generated from the like 234 million possible combinations? And then,
We had to generate them locally and then upload them to the IPFS because we did this together with Nifty blocks, and a transaction is not allowed to take longer than some milliseconds, and it wouldn't be possible to create a complete new animated NFT in that size in like 10 or 50 milliseconds. So we had to do this off chain and then load it up so that they are all pre-minted in packs already.
that makes sense. I feel like it helps also with people knowing how rare theirs is to already know what
Yeah.
can exist. Um, Speaking of which, y'all have, which was something I thought y'all did really well, especially that like the rarities can't repeat. So if I get one legendary trait, like I'm not just gonna have the most stacked Waxel in the game. It sort of balances it.
Yeah. And this is our rarity table because there is no rarity sniper like many people know from the Ethereum blockchain. There is nothing like it on Wax, so we had to create something on our own and came up with a rarity ranking, but it's just based on probabilities and math, and it just gives you a feeling for the rarity, how these can come together. It doesn't mean that Ninja with rank 200 is way better for the Waxel world than one with 20 or something like this.
Yeah. And then this is sort of what I was talking about. I think it does a good job of making sure that there also aren't a whole bunch of commons that are like
Yeah.
every single trait is a common.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that happens a lot in generative projects. So that's really cool to see. Like especially with pack openings where they're different items. If you get a pack that's like all commons, it can definitely sting. But I think that's a really good model to prevent that.
I mean, you could have like all commons, but the race is legendary, and you think, so this is cool to have this, because for now the race will be the most important attribute for the Voxel world, and we will try to come up with other perks for the other attributes.
Do the different races have different utility in the game?
Yes, based on the race, the rarer it is, the faster you will be able to find citizens, and the failure rate is lower. So you have a higher success rate.
Okay, and then the different races are the human, orc, undead, elf, and demon. I
Yes.
think Aurugrim in the chat was saying cheers from the undead orc village.
You're welcome.
Morgoth, yes, this is a Wax project. With their drop is still live.
There are more than enough packs.
Yeah. I was about to try to do quick math. That's like just under 6,000 left, right?
No,
Or just under
7,800
7.
is
Yeah.
still available.
My brain is failing me today. Yeah, but they look really cool. I think we could show real quick here what the opening animation is like. I thought that was well done, like chopping him out of the other box.
That's the icing on the cake that we wanted to have.
My computer's been having some issues loading today, so we'll open that up in a different tab. But yeah, so the gameplay, once that launches, what is that going to look like outside of the sort of foraging? Will there be any sort of like player to player battling?
No, at the beginning it will be pretty simple, I would say, with just you open the browser, then Unity is loading the whole game, and you will register your Waxel Ninjas and click on a button, and they will start searching. And after X hours, you will get the information if you found a new citizen or not. It will be very simple for the start. So we create the economy, and people will be able to earn new NFTs and materials, and then trade them and sell them. And after this is live, we will try to expand it more and more to create, I would say, an actual game where you can run around in the settlement that you have with your Voxel hero, and you will be able to customize them with different outfits, armor, and weapons. Then we also want to add like missions and dungeons where you can send them out, and based on super cool math algorithms, you will get at the end like you found this and that item, or you died during the challenge. And maybe we'll have even like little mini games where you maybe a little Street Fighter battle game. I don't know. There are so many possibilities. Just to try have the Waxel Ninjas and then put them into different game styles, the games where you can actually use your NFT and develop it.
Yeah, that sounds very cool. It definitely sounds like a cool idea of like your NFT dying if if you send on like a super high risk mission or something with amazing rewards, but there's like a 10% chance you lose it.
Yeah,
That would be really
I mean,
cool.
there are so many possibilities in the gaming universe, and you would just have to look around and talk with the community what would be something nice to have, and then just start working on it, and then we will do the next thing. We are here for several years and not just for like 2 months, do our drop and then go away and do something else.
That's good to hear. They all will be sticking around, and I've seen you active in the community. Y'all have a Discord set up, which, by the way, anybody watching the YouTube afterward, if you check out the description, there's links to their website here as well as their Discord. So join in there, get to know the community. That's like the strongest reason, in my opinion, why Wax NFTs, specifically, not just like lower fees and everything, but communication from teams to their communities, is something that I think is a lot stronger on Wax than on other blockchain projects.
Yeah, totally. Pretty much no matter with who you try to connect, most people are open about it and want to make a collaboration or to give a drop, or like we are doing now, a podcast to talk about NFTs and projects and just to have fun and have a place to hang out together.
Yeah. What have been some of your favorite projects on Wax?
Mm, I'm not that much on many Wax projects because I'm so focused on Waxel. I'm looking here and there. What I mostly don't like are I would say the official drops from Wax on Atomic Hub, where they drop a pack and then nothing happens. Like the first one I got on Wax was Street Fighter because I loved the game as a kid, and you bought the NFTs and then that's it. No community was building around it or some utility, and that happens with like pretty most of the drops that you get officially from Atomic Hub. What is pretty
Yeah,
sad.
they're kind
I
of
would
just
have loved
collectibles,
them
and they
to
don't.
get more.
I think there's a big opening there for a lot of projects to, or maybe just one project to sort of come in and build utility for all of those previous drops.
Yeah,
Because they'll
that would
still
be great.
exist. Like they could still have utility. Just got to find the right games for them. Which I think Wax recently announced that they're partnering to make a gaming studio. So that could be
Yeah, they
something
just
to
announced it
see.
today.
Yeah, that was pretty exciting to hear.
Yeah,
Because that's a big reason why Wax is better in terms of the fees. Like that's like in scalability is what keeps other blockchains from being able to do the gaming that could exist on Wax.
yeah. Just be interesting. I will how they will get about the RAM problem. I guess that could be an issue in the future, especially when the price for Vex is going higher and higher. It's
Yeah,
pretty expensive to create NFTs RAM wise, especially when you go to the higher numbers.
yeah, especially yeah, if you're creating like six figures worth of NFTs, then
Yeah.
that's gonna be like six figure mint numbers. That's gonna be very very expensive. I
Yeah,
think that would be
we
something like
thought
100 grand.
about doing like everything that is happening in the Vaxxer world to make them as NFTs, but we ran the numbers and it's not possible when you are like creating 600k new transactions and materials per day. You can't do this as NFTs because the RAM cost would be way higher than anything you could earn with it.
That's sort of why I had thought Alien World sort of slowed down on
Mm.
the mining of new NFTs because that it gets expensive.
Yeah, and also people need to stake the CPU where you made like 10, 20 actions and then, oh, well, I have to stake more wax. And after 5 minutes, yeah, also stacked up and need to stack more. I know like some people have like 1,000 wax or more staked so they can play Alien Worlds and TLM.
Yeah, same with a bunch of other games. Uh, and that's actually been for me as I try to get more like real life friends into NFTs and Wax. Is there's like a roadblock there of
Yeah.
sort of understanding what the CPU is for and why they even have to stake to that and why
Mhm.
they can't just pay money and get their item and that just be it.
Yeah. But at least it doesn't cost $100 to buy one or send one.
Yeah, yeah. That's a big issue on ETH.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping for the day when it's all interconnected and then the fees won't be an issue.
I guess we will have a big turning point with Ethereum 2.0 when on the first layer we will be way faster and cheaper, and then bridges would be even more usable. I think this will be a huge game changer and will turn the whole space on another level.
It'll be a huge turning point for the entire mining community as well. Trying to figure
Yeah.
out what's next, where to put, like, because a lot of people put massive investments into mining rigs specifically for Ethereum. So
Yeah.
where do they go now?
Yeah.
And there's definitely options out there. I've been looking at that recently. it'll be interesting to see who sort of is the next for mining.
Yeah.
So the items you earn in Waxel for completing the missions, I suppose pets may be something that we earn as we complete missions, and the Waxel token. Oh, so the food and energy system will be for your character to continue being sent out, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you are not only limited by time, but also like, for example, it could be your health, something like this. So people need to get new resources to play more and more instead of just spamming it. So you need like a reward and consuming parts to have a good economy. And also this is like when we add like it's written down that the next professions could be like the hunter and the fisher. So the hunter could like find meat, and the fisher fish, and then you have the other profession, the cook, that could make new dishes from it. And based on this, you will be able to like boost up your energy again, or maybe get other boost like being faster in something, or have a higher luck chance to finding more rare items. I mean, there is unlimited options.
Yeah, and the Waxel goodies be something that can be earned through the game as well down the road?
That could possibly be that we have like special NFTs that you like earn after sending out your Vexel hero to 100 missions or something like this. Could be also a nice feature. So we have like little goals for doing all that stuff. Guess we could say these could be like the achievements that you know from the, I would say, the classic gaming world.
So like as you progress through the game, you get like a fishing rod for getting to level 10 or
Yeah, for example. Yeah,
yeah, very
that
rough
could be a good
example.
idea.
That's awesome. And then I'm guessing there will be like different requirements sort of that your Waxel would need to meet to be able to go on certain missions,
Yeah.
like maybe have a specific legendary trait. Sorry, I lost track where I was on the roadmap. Maybe have like a specific legendary trait to be able to, I don't know, like fish in the right pond or yeah,
Yeah, it could
there's
be.
a lot of options y'all can go with.
Yeah, it could be, for example, for the belts. They have different rarities. So only if you have one with a black belt, that is the highest, you are able to go on the most complicated missions, or your success rate would be bigger there. Something like this.
Yeah. And then I forgot to show this. This was the one I had just opened. Um, which I think based on fields, that's good. I'm still working on figuring out all of the all of the different attributes in which
The background is the rarity is the same for the background. The same goes for the different for the suit. Have you? Yeah, exactly. Here you can see the distribution between these.
so fields is the I guess second to most common. But so you're saying these were all meant to like these are all essentially the same
Yeah.
rarity.
Yes, exactly. And also the head color, the torso color, and the feet color. And the ones at the top, they have the different rarities of common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. And you, for example, got the purple belt with this one. So
Oh, so it's like an epic belt.
this is an epic belt, yeah.
That's awesome. uh, somebody lucky in the chat here is going to be winning this later on in the interview. Will the Waxel friends be utilized in the game as well?
No, they are just like nice having feature for people we interact with. and give them like a special one-on-one customized Waxel Ninja. And also one of our milestones when we reach, I don't know the actual number now. I guess it's at 600 or 8,000 sold. 5 people will also be able to be part of this Waxel Friends collection. We will make a customized Waxel Ninjas for them.
That's awesome. How many did you say there will be?
5.
5? Okay.
5 random people that
500 random people. And I was like, wow, that's a lot.
Oh no. That would be not possible. It will be 5, and for all the people that have bought a pack until that time frame.
And it'll just be a random out of everybody who's been buying packs.
Yes.
That's awesome. That'll be cool to see who, like, what they pick as their character as well.
Yeah, that will be interesting.
Yeah. They're definitely gonna have to stay up with the project because now they're a part of it.
Yeah.
Zeroba brought up a good point that I think could be somewhat of a solution to the RAM issues we were talking about. If so, they're saying interoperability between projects will help out. Will help that out. If you need dice, don't waste RAM making your own. Partner with Draco Dice. Need potions, partner with Magic Potion, and so on. And that would be really cool to see NFTs having utility across other projects and that sort of solving the need of creating those NFTs because it could instead be a partnership within the game.
Yeah, we would love to create our own Vax metaverse where different projects come together and where it works to interconnect on different levels. I mean, you only need like if you have hodl gods, for example, you pretty much just need to know the attributes of their NFTs, and we could customize a special Waxel Ninja that uses these attributes. So it has the look of our game, but the attributes are taken from the NFT you have from in another game.
That would be really cool.
I mean, that is pretty much happening with in Ethereum with Sandbox.
Yeah, that's true. That's something I've been trying to learn more about and need to continue learning more about. Just like anything that's sort of a metaverse with lands has been exploding ever since the Mark Zuckerberg announcement.
Yeah, completely. I mean, they went up like 5x or 10x just after the announcement. That was crazy.
As Rob is saying, we have to work as a community on defining standards for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone is in Discord. Just hit us up, for example. And then we talk with other people, create an own Discord server, and can talk about all that stuff and come up with something that no other project has yet, or blockchain.
Yeah, you just got to find something unique or make it something that already exists, but make it more fun, more engaging.
Yeah.
Which I think is something that would be cool with the Waxels, like, especially because there won't be, with the way that y'all set up the rarities, where you can't just have like everything in one Waxel. It'll sort of keep the game spread out throughout the community and like one person will have all of the best characteristics.
Yeah.
So this was a big reason to have gotten in on those first 250.
Yeah, for example, if you had the avatar, you would get them the slight discount. And if we make like next drops for the Waxel world, we haven't decided on what we would do, but people that have a Waxel Ninja avatar will definitely have a benefit, like a guaranteed buying spot, maybe a discount.
It's cool y'all are doing all of this throughout the sale as well. So 2,000 packs sold, which
Yeah, that already happened.
yeah,
Like I guess 2 weeks ago or so, we reached that milestone, and we also sent out one pack to 10 random people. And the next one will be the 500 Vex coins for 5 people. They are now more worth than when we started. When we started, Vex was at about 13 or 15 cents, and now we are at nearly $1. So this is now a better milestone for the other for the people that get this.
yeah, yeah, because it's almost a $500
Yeah,
airdrop,
exactly.
um, rather than like $100. Yeah, it's a pretty big multiplier on what they'll be getting.
Yeah, and that 6,000 is this what I talked about, the Waxel customized Waxel Ninja for
Yeah,
5 random people.
and T-shirts as well. Will they get? Is there like a default Waxel Ninja T-shirt?
No, we don't have a store yet. We are waiting to reach the milestone, and then we will try to come up with a store that can send out merch in a good quality all around the world, because we know that in the NFT space, everyone lives in another time zone.
Yeah, that's probably the toughest part about getting interviews up. Yeah, and it doesn't help that I'm horrible with time zones. So
Yeah, at least I learned like all the different time zones, like CET and GMT, and
I'm like maybe 30% of the way there. I'm slowly learning them all. I found a
yeah,
new app called Time Buddy that I use on my phone though, and makes it a lot easier than just like Googling and then yeah. The worst is
yeah,
when I
always,
type in like the wrong time zone and I'm 100% sure in something that's wrong.
yeah. I always just put the time in Google, and then hopefully it tells me what it's in my time zone.
Yeah. I'm trying to think like I guess they make like schedulers now and everything where it shows it in whoever's viewing it, it shows it in their time zone, but it's still tough to work through. Um,
Yeah, the Discord feature will help here. When you set the event up,
yeah, because
that's
that
for
shows in
your
your
time
time
zone.
zone. Yeah,
That's very good. I haven't thought about this yet.
I didn't think about that either. That'll actually help a lot, especially with drop times, because that's
Yeah.
a huge issue with drop times is knowing like. And I know, like personally, I've missed quite a few from just thinking I'm 100% sure it's at
Mhm.
1 p.m. and then like at 12 p.m. I see a bunch of messages from people saying, "Oh, the drop's over. That was such a good drop." I'm like, "Oh, my timer is wrong."
Yeah, yeah, I know that.
That could be a pretty painful feeling. Um, well, uh, I'm trying to think of what else in the game I should try to ask questions on. So all the different items will have different utilities within the game, but
Mhm.
and I guess you kind of answered this earlier. The demon race would probably be the best legendary item to hunt for in terms of utility.
Yes, when we get to the part where we will create like the voxel hero, then we will have the different customized items for this. For the start, the items will be solely for the professions to be more efficient, and they will have 3 different rarities, like common, uncommon, and rare. And depending on how rare the material you used for crafting them, the more efficient they will be. We will make an announcement regarding this functionality this week, then people will have a better picture of how it will work.
Okay. And also, if anybody does go in on the sale, if anybody missed what we were talking about earlier, be sure to hop in the Discord and put on whichever Waxel you get as your image. And you're saying that gets them into like an exclusive channel, right?
This is when you have the Waxel Ninja avatars. But we have
Not
also
the
a
collectibles, right?
special channel for people that are active in the community. We have a little ranking system with belts. So after you chatted for like 5 to 10 minutes, you get the white belt and you get the icon next to your name in our Discord server. And then we have a special channel for people that had at least a white belt, and we are doing giveaways in that channel from time to time. This is our anti-bot mechanism for the click giveaways that you can make in Discord.
It's tough to anti-bot those, so
Yes.
it's commendable that y'all are trying, because a lot of projects have just been like, it's impossible, I give up.
Yeah.
I'm just okay with the bots.
I mean, most bots won't send even a single message on your server, and we want to make sure that the community benefits the most of this stuff and not someone with 50 or 100 bots.
Blue Moon is mentioning that they're able to see the ninjas available. Do you know where we can see that? Is that what shows in the rarity traits? This is all of the ones that can exist, I'm assuming.
Yeah, if you scroll up, you have this list. You can't see which one is already taken, but if you click on Atomic Hub, for example, on one link there, you get directed to Atomic Hub. And if the owner is Nifty Blocks SP, it's still in the Nifty Blocks in their account. So every Waxel Ninja that is in here is not unpacked yet. Yeah, you have to select the other schema. Yes, exactly.
See how many demons are left. Oh wow, there's still quite a few demons left in there.
Yeah, I guess like only 10 to 15 or 20 are unpacked. I also think the two most rare ninjas are also in packs.
It's awesome that y'all have this all fleshed out. It makes it so much easier for market viewing. So this is the rarest one.
I
on the pack.
don't think this is the rarest one. If you open the page and scroll down a bit, you're on page 3. You have to go to page 1. There's the rarest one.
My bad. Sorry about that.
And this is the rarest one, together with the other one, because these are the only two ones that have 4 epic traits.
So it has the purple belt,
the headband, the white eyes, and the elf race. That is why.
The white eyes look really cool. Yeah, what Paco was putting in the chat as well.
Exactly.
Oh, this is a good question in the chat. Will one ninja be enough to play?
Yes. I mean, you could also be able to play without one, but you will have to buy the NFTs that people are gathering on the secondary market. Like, for example, the professions. You'll be able to buy these if someone lists them on the market, or the citizens, and then you could create your own professions. But having a ninja is more beneficial, because you will be able to find your own citizens and create your own professions, and also trade them or sell them. Play and earn.
Yeah. If anybody else has any more questions, always feel free to put those in the chat. I think I'm going to move us along to the giveaway now. Which, are you okay with Grubfish, or? is there another one you prefer?
Sure, go on what you like.
Okay. Um, maybe I should do the audio cue. Exclamation point play, and then your wallet address to anybody who wants to enter. And we'll be giving away this little guy. That city background is really cool.
Yeah, I guess this is the most favorite one for the people. Most people say they like this one the most. Has like this slightly cyberpunk theme.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's a
that
good way
is
of putting
why.
it. Yeah, it's definitely fitting with like the space.
Yeah.
Oh, so this one does have an animation.
Yes. I mean, we have also just 5 Waxel Ninjas that have the attic animation and the golden weapon as a combination. Yeah, there you can see these.
I don't know which one to pick. Let's go with the headband, I guess. Oh wow, that one's really
Yeah.
cool.
I really like the katana attic animation. And it's also still in a pack.
Oh yeah, there's still some really cool ones still in those packs.
I mean, not even 25% are bought yet. And also many packs are bought but not opened for some reason.
I think they're waiting to wait for the right time to open, watching like the previous packs that have been opened, and then sort of waiting for like a lull of nothing good getting pulled, and then
Yeah.
yeah, there's
I
a lot of
can't
different
wait. I
reasons
also
to
have
wait
to
to open
open.
a pack.
I also have to open my packs.
CMAC Pride is asking a question in chat. If they can be used for any current gameplay.
And unfortunately not. That's why we are so heavily working on the Waxel world to hopefully release it next month until the end. We also found an artist last week after a long search. We found the perfect artist, and he will now create the first professions, all the materials, the title screen, and so on for the Waxel world. And as soon as we get something, we will share it with the community and see how they react.
So
Of course, there's a lot of stuff to do.
yeah, there's a lot to develop. It's not as easy as I feel like a lot of people think it looks.
Yeah, I mean, it's just nice animation and it's pixel art, and only if you start doing something like this on your own, you will see how long you need to like just get the movement right for for the sword there. That could take hours or even days, especially when you start. I mean, if you work here for 10 years, you make something like this like in an hour or two. But if you're just starting like me, I took way longer to make these.
We got Dan in the chat from Immersis. Have you had a chance to look at Immersis? That's a pretty fun like metaverse game.
I had just a glimpse on it. I'm sure I have it open in one of my tabs because I always when I get a chance, I try to look on other projects, but it's really hard to keep up.
Yeah, it's kind of the creator's curse. So we have 19 here playing for the item. I think I'm gonna close it.
Yeah. The day has not enough hours for me.
I could not agree with that more. I always want to commentate on who I see moving where, but every time I call out somebody's name, they get hit by the spike.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah.
And I just saw on our Discord server that someone bought a pack, but on the secondary market, and that person paid more than on the official sale.
That sounds pretty common. That's yeah.
I see this very often as in other projects, and then I think, why don't you just look at the website if there are still some left?
Yeah. I always go try to check for a drop page anytime I'm
Yeah.
going to buy something, just in case.
Yeah.
Oh, Dallas, you. Congrats to Drework, who I think also just a minute ago followed. So thank you for that as well. Instant karma.
Congratulations.
All right, and then I'll put everybody into a dance off for a pack as well. Give one of those away. So, what are you most excited to see as the game gets closer to launch?
Seeing if the concept that we came up with is working. I mean, it's just everything you say like on paper, and only when it's developed and you can start testing, you can see if the numbers you came up with are really working or not.
Yeah, that's a good point. Scurvy Dog with the win. All right, I will get those sent out.
And then, of course, I'm can't wait to see the art, especially for the title screen and the in-game screen.
What are y'all planning to develop the game in, or will it just be like a browser-based?
It's browser based in Unity 3D.
Okay. Unity, I feel like, is getting more and more common.
Yes, we hired the developers to help us with all the smart contract stuff, and because I'm a developer, I learned this for the past 10 years as I worked as a QA engineer, but I never worked in the smart contracts field. And if I would try to do this, it would take me way longer than the people that do this like every day. So they are helping us with the smart contracts part.
Yeah, it sounds good. I couldn't imagine trying to write the smart contracts myself. It makes me think if there's a project out there that's all entirely a single developer building the whole project.
I'm pretty sure there are people that are doing this, but for sure that's not easy and it takes a lot of time.
Yeah, I think it's good to ask for help and get a team together for it.
Yeah. I mean, for sure we could do everything on our own, but it would take way longer and there will be way more flaws in it. So if you have enough money or want to share shares of your project, go out there and look for help. As it's better to get more ideas in to throw around.
I was gonna say, like, there's few things I release that other people are gonna look at without any sort of second opinion.
Yeah.
Just because I never know if like I just typed like my finger slipped and I typed the wrong key, which in programming is make or break.
Yeah, I mean, it's already enough when you try to mint something on the blockchain and you fill out all the fields and you double check and triple check because you can't edit these.
Yeah, it's permanent. Well, yeah, congrats to our winners. Anything else you'd like us to touch on before we wrap up the interview?
I guess we talked about the most important parts. We just welcome everyone to join our little project. We are here for the next years and want to make cool and funny stuff with the people that are in the space.
Putting now in the chat so this is the NFT blocks drop that's still up for the ninjas. I think Dan was asking for that in the chat, and then let me find that Discord link.
You have a very friendly, organic, growing community.
We're trying to chew for. I feel bad. I've been gone for a while, but I'm trying to get back. Oh, I don't know if you can tell that I need to get better at asking these questions today. My brain's moving a little slow.
That's fine.
I feel like I had one more question, but I can't put my finger on it. Yeah, I'm just excited to see what all the different attributes will mean in the gameplay, and just sort of figure out, like, I know you were talking about how it's going to be numbers based on what you get sort of when you send your Waxel out. But I think that's one of the most fun things to figure out about a game is like what's going to be the optimal way to play it.
Yeah, exactly. You will give out basic information, and then I know there are crazy people that start doing Google Sheets and Excel sheets and will make this way better than I to the best point and be most efficient in doing all this stuff.
Yeah, people are quick on that. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for giving us an hour of your time today. It was
Thanks
a
for
lot of
having
fun
me.
learning about the project. I'm definitely going to try to get some of those rare polls later today. There's some good stuff in there.
Great to hear.
Any words before we sign off?
Thank you for having me, and let us rock this NFT space here together.
Yeah, awesome. And to anyone on the YouTube or watching it later, be sure to check out the description. We have links to the Discord as well as their website. Definitely learn more about this project. I'm pretty excited to see what I get to do with my ninja. Awesome. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I will find a channel to raid after this, and have a good Monday.
Thank you. Bye-bye.